It's no secret that these new tariffs are causing a major headache for sellers worldwide. So in this video, I'll be breaking down these new tariffs in detail. We'll talk about the problems they're causing, how to avoid them, and what you need to be doing now. That's if you want to continue selling without any disruptions for the rest of the year. We'll talk about the impact of these tariffs, the end of de minimis, and what dropshippers are doing to adjust. My name's Alex if you're new. Without wasting any time, let's get right into it. All right, let's talk about these new tariffs and what they mean for dropshipping and how you can easily navigate with your business, because it's no secret that the US is the biggest market out there. So when you get new rule changes like this, it disrupts everything. Because now you have tariffs on Chinese imports up to 145%, but that's not the worst part. We also ended an exemption that many dropshippers rely on called de minimis. So let's dive into all of that. So just a little over a month ago, Trump signed a new executive order placing these tariffs on China. Let's go ahead and read through it. So right here we have the new executive order from the White House, amendment to reciprocal tariffs and updated duties as applied to low-value imports from the People's Republic of China. Or in other words, Trump placed tariffs up to 145% on Chinese goods. And if we keep scrolling down, we ended the de minimis exemption. So basically the de minimis exemption prior exempted any Chinese imports that were under $800 from import fees and other surcharges. So that's why you saw the rise of global marketplaces like Shine, Temu, AliExpress. Because they had that loophole in de minimis, they didn't pay any additional tariffs or surcharges on those imports. So those same exact products are now facing 145% tariffs, as well as significant postal delays because there's new custom forms required for them to enter the US. So airports like JFK that process millions and millions of Chinese shipments are going to have major backlogs. Your products that already took up to 30 days to arrive might even take 60 to 90 days from now with these new backlogs. And we'll see what happens as a result. We might repeal this executive order and bring back de minimis if there's too much of a problem, but we'll see how this all plays out. So right here, de minimis actually ended on May 2nd, and that's when I paused all of my ads to the US. We'll touch more on that in just a moment, but it increases the duty set on those packages from 30% to 90%, and it also increases the price per package from $25 to $75, and an additional fee from $50 to $150 on June 1st. So in June, you could potentially be paying hundreds of dollars for your cheap dropshipping products. And as a result, companies like Temu have already stopped selling to the US market. Now, I saw the other day when these tariffs first went into effect, people were putting sample orders into their cart on Temu to see how much it would cost. And just like that, you had 150% tariff on Temu products. So you would have your normal cost that's like $40 or $50 on Temu, but then you have an additional import tax on top of that that's more than the cost of your entire cart. But since then, Temu just stopped selling to us entirely, except for the products they already have in US warehouses. So like we already talked about, this is going to cause many backlogs at the border. And as you guys are already seeing right now, there's going to be up to a 90% price increase on AliExpress. Now you're going to see this displayed in two different ways. For choice sellers on AliExpress that have the AliExpress commitment shipping, it's going to include those import charges directly in the price. So it's just going to raise the price on all AliExpress products for you. There's no hidden import fees or tariffs. It's all included in this price right here. So these headphones may have been like $2 or $3 prior, but now they're selling for $6, upwards of $7 before shipping. Now for AliExpress suppliers that don't offer choice shipping, you're gonna see that tariff applied as a tax at checkout. So on the product page right here, instead of displaying the tariff and the actual price right here, it's displayed underneath showing that it has an estimated sales tax of $1.26. And that's that import surcharge that's applied to this product right here. So the two reasons you dropship to begin with, faster shipping and lower cost, have been completely wiped out the window for the US market. So let's talk about how to avoid this and continue selling. I would say don't advertise in the US after May 2nd. Just kind of wait and see what happens for now. I cut all of my ads in the US market right now for all of my own dropshipping stores, and I'm doubling down in various countries like the UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, or other large markets out there. And you guys might even be amazed at some of the results you get by changing your targeting. because during this little hiccup, my sales have actually increased because I'm targeting the same audience, but in various other countries that I never targeted before. So in a way, as e-commerce sellers take a step back and ads get cheaper, this might actually be a really good opportunity for you right now. You just have to know how to navigate it. So if neither one of these options are feasible for you right now, you can actually search for US-based suppliers instead. You can search for suppliers that make these products in the US or store them in US warehouses. And you can actually find AliExpress listings that are sold from the US, same with CJ Dropshipping or any of the other major suppliers out there. But this also works for print-on-demand suppliers and private suppliers and agents that can source your products in the US for you. So reach out to various suppliers and see who's willing to work with you during these tough times. And if all else fails, just raise your prices and have your customers eat up the cost of these tariffs. You can relay that on your website, or you can get sneaky with it. Instead of raising the cost of your products, you can charge for shipping, you can charge warranty upgrades. One thing I like to do is free shipping over $50 or $60 and charge just like $5 to $7 for shipping on every other order. So let's talk about what to actually do now that these tariffs are in full effect. Obviously, you want to keep a close eye on daily updates because Trump has been changing his policy on tariffs this entire time. He's simply using this as a negotiating tactic. Obviously, we're not going to have 150% tariffs on China forever, but he wants to work out a trade deal that's fair for both countries. So we'll see what comes out of this. But because of that, these tariff policies are changing almost daily. And with backlogs at the border, we might see an extension on de minimis. But overall, you just want to keep a close eye on how all of this is playing out. Obviously, we're past that May 2nd date, but I was advising all of my clients to advertise as usual until May 2nd, and then double your spend in other countries as you cut your ad spend in the US. So for example, like I already mentioned, I cut my US ads, but I'm doubling my ad spend in Canada, United Kingdom, Germany, and Australia. And I'm actually generating a lot more sales as a result. I do have some products in US warehouses and some other print-on-demand products that I'm running business as usual. I haven't touched those ads, but I'm actually seeing them perform a little bit better because ads are getting much cheaper right now. Like I already mentioned, some brands are taking a step back, looking at the bigger picture and trying to navigate this themselves. So overall, there's just less companies spending on Facebook and TikTok right now. And this is a great opportunity for you to jump in and make a ton of sales while ads are still super cheap. So based on all of this information right here, you want to create a plan and you want to stick to it. You always have to stay one step ahead. Trump is playing chess right now on the world stage when it comes to trade. But at the same time, he's affecting millions of businesses with it. So because of that, we might see some of these policies rolled back as pain starts to sweep across various businesses in the US. We're already starting to see some growth slow down as a result. So what do you think is going to happen at the end of all this? Leave your own thoughts in the comments below. And if you want daily updates about how I'm navigating these tariffs myself, join our free Discord group. You'll find a link for that down below. But overall, these tariffs are causing a major headache for e-commerce sellers everywhere. But it's up to you to know exactly how these tariffs affect your business and how to navigate them. That's everything you need to know about Trump's new tariffs and how they affect the e-commerce markets. It's no secret that these are going to be a major headache for sellers everywhere. But with the right strategies and tactics, you can easily navigate these tariffs and continue business as usual. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, consider leaving a like, sharing it with others, and subscribing for more. I have a ton of helpful resources linked down below to help you get started and make your first few sales with dropshipping. That's all I've got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.